What is good, y'all? CJ back with that new upload, and this time it's over the man that could catch mad bodies with just a few strokes of a pen and a black book. I am talking about Light Yagami. Today we have anime's Deadliest Serial Killer 2, because last time it was Hiro Shishigami from Inuyashiki. But can Light one-up him? We gotta find out. Now, if y'all enjoyed this, do not forget to hit CJ with the goodness. That's like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit on with it. And if y'all enjoy my reaction, please do the same for your boy. With that being said, let's get to it.
I'm going to jail!
All
Did
right,
it start that way last
ladies
time? Hold up. Yeah, that's you starting off real loud, CJ.
and gentlemen, it is time for another installment of anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. And
Okay.
today we dive into the case of the most
Kira.
notorious serial killer in anime history, and that is none other than Kira, aka
Light Yagami.
And my God, with all the evidence and the amount of victims this man racked up, this case is gonna be a
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while since I watched Death Note, so this is really about to be a refresher, bruh.
beefy one. So let's stop wasting time. So without further ado, it's time to dive in to the Kira case. Light Yagami, one of the most diabolical niggas.
One of the
who
most
ever exist,
infamous
and
laughs.
with a kill count that ranges in the 6 figures, and had a whole cult praising this nigga, thinking that he's the Messiah.
Bodies.
Somebody to help me glorify God and stretch out your arms, open up your mouth, and say anyway.
But you
Why does
have
it
to
fit so
wonder,
well?
how the actual did this generic ass background character looking toothpick built ass nigga become one of the most notorious mass murderers in fiction?
That was like by
Ladies and gentlemen,
chance.
That is why we are here. So first off, we need to know what the hell the weapon was to commit all these homicides.
A
And
book?
that, of course, is the Death Note. Now, I'm pretty sure everybody knows how this thing works, but if you forgot, here's a quick refresher. The
Get 'em.
human whose name is written in this note shall die. The
Yep.
note will not take effect unless the writer has the person's face in their mind when writing his or her name. Therefore, people sharing the same name will not be affected. If the cause of death is written
You know what's crazy? It's only literally if someone wrote my full government in there, it's only 2 people that they could be talking about, me and the other person, and we're related. I'll tell y'all like that.
within 40 seconds of writing the person's name, it will happen. And finally, after writing the cause of death, details of the death should be written in the next 6 minutes and 40 seconds. Now, with all that explained, we can now move into the first major incident. And that is, of course, the first confirmed 52 victims.
Local crackhead, hold up.
Incident.
Local
And that is,
crackhead,
of course, the first
ugly, and 52 heart attacks.
confirmed 52 victims. Now, when Light first found the death note, when it conveniently dropped right in front of him, he thought to himself, man, this is some bullshit. What is this, a sick joke? Who the hell would believe this? But Light, being a little curious George, decided to take the book. So later on, when
By
Light
chance,
got home,
bruh.
bro was a little bored. So he ended up thinking in his head, I mean, it doesn't hurt to try it out, right? So Light's intrusive thoughts took over. So he ended up turning on the news and hearing, breaking news! A local crackhead is holding 8 children hostage at a daycare. So Light said, F it, let's write this guy's name down. I mean, he's a criminal after all. So 40 seconds later, the news comes back on and says, breaking news! The children have been set free and the assailant just over and died. This man Light was
You can't say that on the news.
shook. He was like, no,
It works.
No.
Yeah.
That's right. No fucking way, right? But it was no coincidence. This local crackhead was the first victim of
Yep.
Light. But Light needed more proof because he thought it just had to be a random coincidence that bro had a heart attack when he wrote his name
It
down.
could
So
be.
later on that same night, while Light is walking back from cram school, he ends up seeing this lady walking, and these bikers come up and start to harass her. So ugly biker bastard right here ends up saying,
Victim number 2.
"Hey, lady, how about you come fuck with a real nigga and come in?"
Bruh, those are definitely veneers. And they probably cost you like what, $250? Not $250,000, no, $250, bruh. Shoot, maybe $2.50.
Spit on that thing for me.
He can bite a toilet with them
So these
things.
freaky ass niggas tried to redo a Healer Shorty in the parking lot. But Light was in the convenience store watching the whole thing like, not on my watch, you 69 gods. So he wrote bro's name down and made the cause be of accidental
How did he know?
death. And the
Wait, but how did he know his name?
rest
I gotta go
was
back and
history.
watch.
Old girl breaks away while ugly bastard tries to track her down.
Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
Truck gold!
And just like that, Light caught another body, and this man was stunned. He
Yeah.
was like, no fucking way.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just summoned Truck Goon. That means I must be a fucking god. And at this point, Light's god complex was born.
Yes and no.
This man went back to the crib.
Hey, wait, I ain't gonna lie. Hold up.
Light's god complex.
That art is dope. I'm rocking with it. I kind of, just as like a screensaver on my, like, could y'all just imagine my PC looking like this when I open it up? Or not open it up, but cut it on?
Was born. This man went back to the crib, locked the door looking like he
I'ma find it.
beat that thing, and said, I'm about to cleanse this world of its garbage. So this man looked up a list of criminals and just started getting active. This
Going
nigga started
crazy.
writing so fast, it looked like he had an essay due the next day. And he just started racking up bodies.
Yup.
Body, going crazy.
Turned the
getting
Death
his
Note to
head.
a dictionary of names.
Bastard that was talking to that little girl the other day.
Yellow pages.
Joey being unemployed with Dr. Disrespect. And this man went through the whole night just writing down names until 2 whole pages were full. And look at this man breathing hard as hell, looking like he just ran a 5K. And just off of that one night, this man killed 52 criminals. Now, here's the wild part. That was just criminals that died of heart attacks.
Yeah.
Because when Interpol got this information, they was like, there could be some people that were unaccounted for. So that death toll could have easily been over 100.
True.
So after Light racked up all of his first victims, the name Kira started spreading like wildfire because Light was constantly dropping off niggas. Every single day he was killing multiple criminals, and people all around the world was supporting this man. They had Reddit threads and Discord servers just
4chan pages, all
This
that.
just amped up his god complex even more. Bro, just looking at this like, yeah, that's right. Glaze me, nigga.
Brother, you can tell he's already mesmerized by his own ego, bro.
It's just Willie. And of course, now he got this A1 instigating Shinigami Ryuk attached to his hip the whole time now. But even though Light was killing only criminals.
Hey, yo, can we all admit that Willem Dafoe Ryuk was the best part of that live action adaptation? I honestly feel bad because he did such a good job. And it was just so bad, bro. It's ugh. I'm sorry that I reminded y'all that exists, but I saw it. Y'all, if y'all saw it, y'all remember it now. We all got to go through it together.
At the end of the day, it was still murder. And this is when this man fell for the trap. Now, this is the moment where you just think to yourself, what if Light never made this crucial mistake? And that mistake was killing Linda L. Taylor on live TV. So a worldwide public service announcement comes on TV. And this man announces himself
I forgot.
as L.
It's been that long.
Obviously, this ain't L. But Light didn't know. So Linda L. Taylor starts speaking and saying,
Good afternoon, world. My name is Linda L. Taylor. Kira, if you're watching this, we have a message for you. You are evil, and you are just a mindless serial killer. And I'm gonna bring your punk ass to justice.
So while Light is watching this, here come this instigating ass nigga. Ooh, Light, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga pressing your shit right now. So what the fuck?
Don't fall for it.
So here come this man Light, his ego is
Ryuk from L Block.
I'm fucking evil? Quit all that fucking yapping, nigga. I am God, and you can suck my divine dick 6 feet under. So Light got to work quick. He wrote bro's name down in a heartbeat, and after he finished, he was like, yeah, that's right. I'll show the world what happens if you defy me. So 40 seconds later, and Linda L. Taylor has a heart attack, croaks over, and dies. And here go Light thinking he got it in the
That man was really a sacrificial lamb.
bag. What's wrong? Huh? Get the fuck up, huh? Pussy, you was talking to that shit!
What's good, fuck, nigga?
Caught him.
Kira,
Caught him.
I can't believe it. You was one dumbass nigga. You really think I'd get my introverted ass on TV and f***ing press you like this?
Right.
You one stupid ass nigga, and now I know all your shit. The dude you just killed, yeah, he was due for execution today anyway, so he could go f fuck off. Also, this is not a worldwide broadcast. We only broadcasting this in the Kanto region of Japan.
Ooh, the block is hot. Bruh, I'm telling you, like, y'all got it, stall me out, because it's been like probably like 6 years since I watched Death Note. I'm very rusty on it. I forgot all of this, bro. But he said this is only in your neighborhood that this is being broadcasted. That's like saying, bro, this is only broadcasted in Zone 6 Atlanta. You know how worried I would be if I'm Kira at that point? I'm going to go to Zone 1, bro. You gotta go to Buckhead or something. You have to move at that point.
I know exactly where you at. So come on, motherfucker. Go on ahead and try to kill me. Do it. Come on. I'm waiting for you right here. Don't be a pussy bitch.
You should have went to Shinjuku.
Balls on you. Or is it that you need a name and a face?
Fuck. He got your ass. Could it be me though?
Kira, know this. On my mama, I'm coming for your bitch ass, and I'm gonna put your nigga ass in the slammer.
So after this man L played Light like a fool and pressed the living hell out of him, the investigation on Kira went into full effect. So this is where we move on to our next set of evidence and next set of victims. And our first key victim is Ray Penber. Now, Ray Penber was a FBI agent. Yeah, this case got so big that
I ain't gonna lie, he looked more like an accountant, bro. Like, he does not look FBI.
this man L ended up getting help from the FBI to come solve this case.
The FBI all the way Japan.
This shit got. Because Light was murdering like 23 niggas a day at this point. He was dropping at least one body an hour and just toying
Hold
with
on. 23. We gonna do some quick math right quick. I ain't about to do 23 times 365 in my head. All right, I ain't that quick at math, but my calculator is. So in a year, that would have been 8,395. So 8,400 people in a year at that rate.
the whole time. So L suspected that whoever Kira was had to have ties to the police, because how the hell would this person be getting all this information?
Makes sense.
And what do you know? Light's dad is the police chief. So L basically made every single person that had ties to the police be kept under surveillance by the FBI. And Ray Penber's job was to survey Light. And obviously Light didn't need this type of heat. So Light decided, I'm gonna have to put this man in a coffin. So Light came up with this devious ass plan.
I'm sorry, but that is a very dumb move, bro. That is a very stupid move. Like, y'all, if somebody is investigating you because they think that you're the one committing all of this, the last thing you should do is kill that person, because it just makes you look more guilty. Light was a crash out. Let's be real. They let a crash out get a death note.
And that was the bus jacking incident. So for this, Light needed a guinea pig. So he found another local crackhead on the most wanted list, Soichiro Otsuruda. I'm not gonna lie, I just butchered that man's name. So the second part of his plan, he needed a shorty. So this man dialed up one of his shorties on his roster and called her and said, "Hello?
I'm over here stroking my dick. I got lotion on my dick."
I knew it. I knew you were going there, CJ.
Right now, I'm just stroking my shit. I'm horny as fuck, man. I'm a freak, man. Like, for real.
You's a freaky ass nigga.
So the next day, Light ends up meeting.
And that's coming from someone who looked freaky.
Disneyland. And of course, Ray Penber is right behind them, following them, all according
Terrible
to
FBI agent.
So they end up getting on the bus, and Ray Penber sits right behind them. So about a good 15 minutes later, they stop at the next bus stop, and the local crackhead gets on the bus. And this man wasted no time. He cocked back the gun and said, "All right, everybody, sit the fuck down and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. I'm gonna blow this nigga brains out."
Your best Rosa Parks impersonation. Okay.
But sir, please, I ain't playing with you, nigga. So this man called up Disneyland and said, "Bring out all the cash you made today, and make sure the nigga that's bringing out got on a Minnie Mouse costume."
Sir, we're able to comply with your demands, but why the Minnie Mouse costume?
I need to know too.
Nut off, nigga. The fuck else you expect? So while this lunatic
we think that Light is a freak. Nah, crackhead number 2 is a freak, bruh. This reminds me of that one Family Guy skit too.
is high out of his mind and going wild, this man Ray Penber leans over and says, "All right, y'all, like he said, stay calm and do your best Rosa Parks impersonation. My name is Ray Penber, FBI." So when this man Light looked at this man's ID, bro just smirked and thought in his head, "Stupid ass nigga.
Caught him.
All according to plan." So Light digs in his pocket and drops a piece of paper on the floor. So the crackhead's like, "The fuck you moving for, you little shit? You want me to blow your brains out, nigga?"
Wait, see, he moving because you said do Rosa Parks impersonation. What you should have said, should have got on the bus, said do your best Rosa Parks impersonation, and then you should have said English or Spanish. I ain't gonna hold y'all in too long.
But Light meant to drop that paper because that was a piece of the Death Note. So old boy turns around and starts tweaking because he ends up seeing Ryuk behind him. So bro just starts emptying the mag, trying to shoot this man Ryuk, but obviously it ain't working. So bro ran up to the bus driver and said, "Oh Lord, get me off this bus." So the bus driver stops. Bro runs out into the street and Cartoon comes flying down the street and splatters this nigga's guts like the Nickelodeon logo.
Oh my God.
And of course,
A headshot from a car to the head?
No emotion. Looks at his watch and said, 11:45 on the dot, right on schedule. Light staged this entire bus jacking. Because using
all to get a
he
name.
made this man board the bus, attempt to hijack it, then jump out and get hit by a car due to accidental death. And then at the end of this, Ray Penber thinks nothing suspicious of this man because he thought,
Nah, he wrote a better script than Vince McMahon with it. Like, bro, nah. Okay, again, stall me out because it's been a while. I knew that it was like there were like crazy things that the Death Note could do, but I didn't remember this much, bro. I'm going back and watching after this.
I mean, it couldn't be Kira, because he would have just offed him when he got on the bus. So now this man does not suspect Light, and Light has his name. So after Light boomed the second local crackhead, it was time to move into phase 3 of his plan.
He's treating them
About
very
a week later,
disposable.
At a subway station, he ends up seeing Ray Penber walking. So Light puts on his hood looking like he about to hit a lick. So he gets behind him and says,
He like a road man.
"Don't move a fucking muscle or I'll drop your ass right here." So Light tells this man that he's Kira, and to prove it, he said, "Look over there. You see that nigga with them glasses on? I'ma drop that nigga right now."
Why?
Bro right here starts having a heart attack and dies.
Why?
Bro straight up off this man in the public eye. And then Light told him, "Don't worry, you shouldn't feel bad for him. He was a registered sex offender and
Okay.
the PDF file.
Okay.
I'm talking to 3 little boys the other day." So Light gives him an earpiece and
Okay, I was about to say, if that, stall me. All right, stall me. I was about to say, you just out here killing randoms, bro. That's even more terrifying of a thing. Why would you
tells him
do
to
such
board
a
the train.
thing?
So later on when he boards the train, Light tells him to open the envelope, and he sees all these papers. So Light says in his ear,
I want you to write your boss's name in every single FBI agent that came here in Japan. Do what? I'ma drop your ass and your bitch right the fuck now.
So Ray Penber writes down all the
Yeah.
names. So after this, Light told him wait 30 minutes and then get off the train. So 30 minutes pass. Ray Penber gets
See, Ray, you should have stood 10 toes, bro. Because all that really happened is now you gonna get dropped and they gonna get dropped too. Because why would he leave a survivor, a witness? Even if you didn't see his face, you heard his voice. No, you shouldn't have wrote nothing. Just take one for the team at that point.
off the train and it happens. And right before the lights went out, this man looked up and saw who Kira was the whole time and thought before he died, "You've got to be fucking kidding me."
Yep.
So after the lights went out for Ray Penber, so did the rest of the FBI's, because the sheet that Ray Penber wrote those names on were Death Note sheets. So the other 11 agents that were in Japan and his boss shortly died right after Ray. And just like that, Light Yagami did the unthinkable. This man
He beat the
reached
FBI.
because the director of the FBI calls L and tells him,
Mr. L, I'm sorry, but
"America's gonna have to pull out of this one. This shit's getting out of hand." Now it seems that Light is ready to make his victory lap, but there was one problem. There was a loose end, and that loose end was Ray Penber's fiance, a former FBI agent. So she did some snooping around and quickly figured out whoever Kira was had to be on that bus. Also, she ended up figuring out that he can kill in other ways besides a heart attack. So a couple days later, she goes to the police station because she's basically figured out this entire thing. All she needs to know was who was on the bus. So when she goes to the police station and asks to speak to Light's dad, who is over the case, just by coincidence, Light walks in and overhears her talking about it. So Light was like,
So situationally, the universe wanted this man Light to win, and somehow he still lost.
who the hell is this bitch? So he walks up to her and tells her, "Hi, excuse me, ma'am. My name's Light. Pleasure to meet you. You see, my dad is the chief of the police force, so I can help you out real quick. You know what I'm saying?" So they end up walking outside and they start chatting it up. So the first thing Light asks is, Miss Beautiful Miss, can I have your name? So she says, my name's Shoko Maki. So Light already has the name. So now his plan was to just talk her up, figure out what she knows.
Smart.
And if she knew too much, he was gonna offer. So they kept on talking, and she just kept on yapping. But everything she said was right. And the real stinger was, she said that, so my fiance said that he showed somebody his ID, and he wasn't supposed to. So whoever he showed his ID to, that's most definitely Kira. So Light was like, shit.
Got him in a corner.
She got to die now. Cause if they pull up them bus cameras, Light's cooked. So here go this sinister ass nigga. So bro starts asking her questions, but in reality, he's writing down her name. So Light thinks he's got her, but a couple of more seconds pass and she's still alive. Nani? So Light ends up figuring out because Ryuk's ass was laughing at him the whole time that she used the alias. So what was Samuel L. Jackson's character in Afro Samurai? I forgot what he was called.
But Ryuk reminds me of him. Like, I feel like they would vibe, bro. Just watching Afro go through some BS and then watching Light go through some BS, bro.
Was not her real name. So Light is starting to panic. It is do or die right now. Cause if she gets back to the police station, he's done. So he pulled this last trick out of his ass and told her, well, you see, ma'am, it's gonna be actually impossible for you to go back to the police station because they're very busy right now. But it's okay though, because I'm on the Kira task force. Oh my gosh, really? Yeah.
And you fell for that?
To L2. So this Pinocchio, long-nosed, lion-ass nigga basically baited her and told her, you know what, ma'am, you are really smart. You should join the task force with us. All you gotta do is show me your ID so I can check your credentials. So obviously, she jumped at the idea because she wants to bring her fiance's killer to justice. So she whips.
Nah, I'll just go back to the police precinct. That's all. Yeah, he might be a young, 17-year-old or 16-year-old, however old he was. I'm not trusting you.
Out her ID and it's over. Light saw her real name, wrote it down, and made the Cosby of unaliving herself. So right before tragedy was about to strike, she asked this man, why do you keep on looking at your watch? Oh, because I'm Kira. Duh, stupid bitch.
Call.
And it was over. She ended up walking away and she's going to unalive herself in GTA. And while she's walking away, this sick nigga is just talking and saying, oh, ma'am, what's wrong? You still need to use my phone, right? I thought we were gonna catch Kira. And what makes this even more tragic, they never found her body. We don't know what the hell happened to her. All we know is that she unalived herself. And with that, the bus jacking incident comes to a close. Alrighty, chop, moving on. We got more people dying. Flip the board for our next set of evidence.
Yeah, chill, CJ. you too relaxed. I know they fictional characters, but geez.
Now, obviously, we know Light's biggest opposition is L. One of the smartest characters in fiction. This nigga's anime Sherlock Holmes. And this man was on
maybe
Light's
better
ass 24/7. Because he always had a hunch that Light was Kira. I mean, he literally walked up to bro and said, hey, man, my name's L. And I think there's a 5% chance that you're Kira.
What? 5% off rip.
I'm not sure all the way, but there's like a 5% chance, bruh. He had this man join the Kira task force to keep an eye on him more. He even had cameras set up in his room watching him 24/7. So you know damn well that he was watching him yanking his shit.
You know, my mind never went there. My mind never went there. But somebody had to watch. If he did that, someone had to watch.
And don't be acting like I'm reaching. You think Light was cracking Misa? Fuck no, he hated this bitch. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and introduce the accomplice. The second Kira, Misa. Absolute brain dead. This girl suffers from brain rot. She's just deeply in love with this nigga. And the reason...
Yo, Misa is, if y'all watch Barako BZ, she is Sakura from Naruto Unhinged, bruh.
Why is because
as an actual character.
And lo and behold, guess who brought justice to the murderer? Yeah, they were off that nigga. And how she got a death note is even crazier. One night she was walking home and she got approached by some crazy ass stalker nigga, and he was ready to kill her. So a Shinigami named Jealous, that was weirdly in love with her, decided to save her life and kill the stalker at the cost of his life. So Rim decided, I might as well give her the death note. He would have wanted it this way. And Tada, Miss Brainrot, became the second Kira. So Light decided to use her because she had the Shinigami eyes and she could see any person's name just by looking at them. But at the cost of halving your lifespan though. But Light knew he needed her to dip in his bag so he could kill people 10 times easier. So he made her pose as his girlfriend. So time passes, and one day...
You do what you gotta do, that's all I'm saying. Like, look, if you gotta clap some cheeks to try not to go to jail, that don't sound right. Never mind, bro.
Up capturing Misa, suspecting her of being the second Kira, because they raided her apartment and just found a bunch of shit. So she got put in confinement. So Light said, F it, it's time to activate my master plan. So to make sure Misa did not confess, he had Rim make her relinquish ownership of the Death Note, so it would wipe all of her memories of it. Then had Rim and Ryuk swap notebooks. And in the notebook, he wrote down 2 BS rules that basically said, if the person that is using the notebook hasn't wrote down a name in 13 days, they die. And if you destroy the notebook, all the humans that have used it will die. So he told Rim, go give this notebook to a greedy, power-hungry bastard and let them become Kira, while I give myself up to L, relinquish ownership of the Death Note, and go into solitary confinement for a total of 50 days. And that's what Light did, because on day 7 of his confinement...
I ain't gonna lie, that's a very... Like, okay, no, we gotta talk about it, because that's a great plan. And this is one of the things that has been making me, like, wonder for a while. How do mangakas come up with stuff like this, bro? Like, we gotta start getting IQ tests for mangakas, bro. We gotta start putting them through some real tests. Just like, I know on interviews they'll ask all about the characters and stuff, but I want to know more about them, bro. Like, when you come up with a whole thing, or like a whole Greed Island, all these very intricate arcs and stuff, what is going through your head? Like, they're not normal people, bro.
Light gave up his ownership of the Death Note and lost all of his memories of it to take all suspicion off of him. And on day 15, the murders started back up again. And the person murdering these people was Mr. Kyosuke Higuchi of the Yotsuba group. So him and this group decided to kill other businessmen to further the growth of their company. These niggas was Disney just building a bigger monopoly, but they downfall was they had some rats. And that was these two right here, because they basically sold out and was talking to L the whole time. So over time, after Light and Misa was released from confinement, and L and Light,
their name is clear,
niggas on the earth working on the case simultaneously, ended up figuring out that it was Higuchi. So one night they end up baiting him out with a fake broadcast saying that they're about to reveal who Kira is. So later on, while this man is speeding down the road, he ends up getting
what's that, a 911?
So the cop do his thing. He like, license and registration, please. So Higuchi's like, all right. But this man was not reaching for the license. He was reaching for the Death Note. And he made the Shinigami ideal so he could see the officer's name. So he wrote bro's name down, but then just hit the gas and took off. So this man starts a whole high-speed chase running from this cop. And about 5 seconds later, the cop ends up having a heart attack and crashes into the back of a truck.
I'm pretty sure Light and L predicted this though.
So that man L said, all units, arrest this nigga. And I kid you not, this shit went from Death Note to Tokyo Drift. Deadliest. So this man had the whole task force chasing him, L Light and
Hey,
Watery in the
he
chopper.
could get away. You just got to get a good opening.
So while this man Higuchi is speeding on the road, this
But he ain't got the driver badge.
So he ends up getting cornered and he is trapped. So he tries to drive the other way, but FaZe Watery is up here on the helicopter.
FaZe?
He says, "Not on my watch, fuckboy." And shoots his tire out, makes him
You know how hard that is?
crashes into the wall. And it was over for Higuchi. They surrounded that.
Oh, no,
man.
that
So they
definitely ain't a 911. Okay, I got a good view of it. I forget what model that is, but hell
pin him
no.
down and they start interrogating.
Or it might, I don't know,
Here's where
bruh.
This master manipulator plan comes full circle. So while they're interrogating him, Higuchi tells him that there is a notebook that allows him to do all of his killings. So Light Dad goes in and searches the car and he finds the death note. So when he touches it and starts looking through it, he ends up seeing Rim and freaks the out. So then the other detective comes over and he says, "Chief, are you all right? The fuck you screaming for?" Oh shit! So that man L says, "Bring the notebook over to the helicopter." So L gets the notebook and just starts staring into nothingness, just going into a deep thought. But he ended up realizing there has to be more than one notebook because there were two Kiras. And while that was happening, Light was like, "Let me see it." And Light grabbed the notebook and started tweaking. Bro, like
Got all his memories back.
Every single memory came back into this man's head. So L was like, bro, are you good?" And Light was
Why you tweaking out more than everybody else, bro? Huh? I swear, you ain't acting normal. You acting very suspicious.
like, "Oh yeah, I'm perfectly fine." It swaps over to his face and it's over. This nigga just
Shinigami,
yes,
huh?
yes, I've won.
Nah. He just got it like that.
So this man
My bad.
won. All according to plan. So this man pulls out a piece of paper that he had in his watch, plucks himself and makes him bleed, and writes down Higuchi's name with his blood. And 40 seconds later, while they're taking him back to the car to arrest him, Higuchi has a heart attack, falls to his knees, and dies. And look at this man's face, bro. It is all over. It was just about
Man's
to
a
get worse
monster,
from here. So they
bruh.
get back to headquarters and they start looking over the death note and they find those fake bogus rules that Light made. And that fake 13 days rule basically cleared him and Misa's name. So they were off the hook. So this is when Light's mass manipulation went overboard. He made Misa go find the other death note, gain all of her memories back, then left a note saying, "Yeah, you remember that guy L? Find his real name and kill him." So she makes the Shinigami ideal again, cutting her lifespan in half.
You down to a quarter of your life. You that in love with him? Bruh, if she was gonna live to be 75, right? That would have mean she would have she would have cut down to 37 and a half. Right? And so now you cut 37 and a half, she would have lived, you cut that in half, it's like 18 point something. She got less than a year left. Or like 2. I forget how old she is. But if she's 16 or 15, she got 1 to 3 years left. All for one dude? Ladies, if you watching this, y'all can never make a deal like that, all right? That's like you pretty much taking the rap for him and going to jail for 20 years because you love him. No, don't do that.
Again! And he makes her start killing people again. And this is where Rim ended up realizing what Light's full plan was. And that was to get suspicion back on Misa so that Rim would have to intervene and kill L to protect Misa because Rim deeply cared about Misa. So it was pretty much wraps from here. The power goes out and she done already killed Watery. This old man fighting for his life. So he ends up deleting all the data and then a few seconds later, it happens. L has a heart attack, falls over, and before he dies, the last thing that he sees is this evil, dick-headed ass smirk just to rub it in at the last second. And the lights.
Hey, I don't seen that as a meme so many places. It can be applied to everything.
Went out. L was dead. Now here comes the attitude swap up. Look at this fucker. He's like, "Oh, no! It was the Shinigami guys!"
Bro, get this man an Oscar!
I I really do hate this nigga. But I have to admit, game is game. This man is the best mass manipulator right beside this bastard. So then later he ends up finding Rim's pile of ashes because she died because she was saving Misa, and Light just casually takes his death note back. So after this, Light was about to go on another mass murder requiem. This man stands
Absolute
at the
monster.
top of the building, pulls out his pen, and just started going on a rampage. These two people that were on the task force, that were basically convicts, yeah, it was raps for them. Bootleg Nina Williams. She's out here riding her motorcycle. She has a heart attack, crashes the motorcycle, and dies. And this next one was tragic. This dude right here, Iber, his wife and kid walks in the room, and the kid's like, "Daddy!" just to see his dad's corpse fall on the ground.
Bro, in these series, the kids get no mercy, bro. Like in the Yashiki, bro, the dad and the son who was bathing, bro. I mean, I guess he might be a little traumatized, but at least he didn't go out like that kid, bro. I'll give him that.
Oh man, and y'all remember the Yotsuba group? They thought they were scot-free. Renji gets up and tells Suguru that we did it, man. This is a new start for Yotsuba. Yeah, man, our stock is
Y'all some snitches. Snitches get stitches.
Fall over, cough up blood, and old boy right here knew he was cooked. He
Yep.
has a heart attack, and every single member of the Yotsuba group died. But Light didn't stop there. Now, I have a theory, because they didn't confirm this, but I honest to God think that this is true. While he's on this killing montage, it shows all the past news reporters that have reported on this man. Now, you see this woman right here. Peep this. On this board where it shows a bunch of criminals being
She's right there.
wiped out, she is on the bottom right, and her picture goes out. So that tells me this nigga killed all of the news reporters that said some shit about him. I'm sick. I'm actually fucking sick. Nigga said, fuck bad press. Y'all can suck my dick, TMZ. And after this, it just got worse.
See, this, like, I don't know how many of y'all who watch my videos know my government name, and don't go looking for it. But it's more terrifying to think that. And imagine if someone got a death note in 2024 in the age of social media. I'm gonna just use his name. You send Casanat a song and he say it's ass. Boom. Aiden Ross. Boom. If I don't know if y'all, I don't know Duke Dennis' real name. I don't know Agent. I think people know Ninja's real name. Boom. Nick A30. Boom. If you use your real name, or if people know your real name on social media and you talking ish, if someone gets a death note, you might as well go ahead and pick out a body bag. Pick out the plot they're gonna put you in, because it's up.
The next 5 years, Light's killings increased tenfold because there was nobody that could stop him. So this is a time where this man had to have dropped off at least 100,000 plus. Nigga, America claimed him as law, judge, jury, and executioner, because they couldn't do nothing.
Can't.
Look at George Bush old ass. You know he ain't do shit. But I can't blame the old nigga, because Light's reign of terror just got worse.
Nah, CJ, no, you don't even gotta talk about it. Think about it. In an election year, anybody that says anything too radical, whether it be left, right, or center, if you say something he don't agree with, and you're running for president or for any position in office, oh no, the president-elect or whatever just had a heart attack. Just like that, bro. No, he got too much power, bro.
And worse. And worse. I mean, the nigga can control Truck Kun on command.
Yeah.
And the most chilling thing this man ever did was go to L's grave and just start derangingly laughing his ass off. Look at this nigga. He has his ass up. He's twerking.
Why is he tuning it?
Spitting on his shit. I mean, look at that thing. That shit is moving. This nigga like saying, in my testicles, nigga. And with With Light's victory, we now move into our final set of evidence. Now, at this point in time, Light has taken the mantle of L. Yes, Light just didn't kill L. He took his whole flow, his whole name. And L's successors, Near and Mello, are now on his ass. So Mello and the Mafia decided to kidnap the director of the MPA so they could trade him for the Death Note. So guess what Light did? Ding, 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 you probably guessed it. Light kills the director of the MPA. So the Mafia
Ain't no pawns. Everybody except me is disposable.
will lose their leverage. But guess what? That's just the start of this last little list that I have. So you want to hear some more terrible shit? I got you. So since Light killed the director of the MPA, Mello and the Mafia decided, let's kidnap this man's sister so they could get more leverage. So after this whole trade went down and they got back his sister, she was so traumatized by this experience. Her mind was broken. She was so fucked up she couldn't even talk.
What did they do to her?
Everything at Arkham Asylum. And his sister was sadly a victim of his actions. But guess who also was a victim of his actions? His
dad.
Yeah, this man used his dad as a pawn. So to get back that Death Note,
I could
decided
never.
to relinquish his. It made Misa send a message that said Kira will be relinquishing his Death Note to somebody in the task force. And
Wait,
guess
hold on. How's she still alive? She had to be like, again, if we do the math, she had to be like 14 or something, bruh. I'm not understanding how she's still surviving when she uncut her life in half by twice now. Maybe or maybe she just had, I guess, a long life expectancy. She was supposed to hit 100, I guess.
who took
It's
ownership
been
of
5
that
years,
Death
right?
Note and made the Shinigami ideal. His daddy. So later on, they end up raiding Mello's hideout. And at the end of the raid, Light tells his dad to confront Mello. So while Light's dad is confronting Mello, Light's dad was hesitant about writing his name down and killing him. So one of the dudes that was left alive shoots his dad in the back, and Mello blows up his hideout. So after this, they are in the hospital and Light's dad is about to die. So you know what this sick, pathetic bastard does? He says, Dad, please, before you go, you've got to write his name down.
Is this nigga serious?
Right.
Come on, old motherfucker.
Those are your last words to your dad? The man that raised you? Like, bro, ain't no way. What did you give him for Father's Day? I bet it was a shitty tie, bro. And some socks. Our belt. You never got this man nothing he ever wanted, bro. He might have said, you want to just go to a baseball game? And Light was like, no, I got you this tie. And went back to his room.
Damn it, do something useful for your son before you fucking die.
Oh my God. Get him the fuck out of here. Get him the, please. Black, get him the fuck out of here.
Like, I can't begin to tell you how pathetic this shit was. Your dad is about to die. Because of your actions, by the way.
Yep.
And you begging this nigga to get somebody's name for your personal gain. Sick bastard. And this wasn't even the worst part. Since his dad had the Shinigami eyes, he looked at Light and said, "Oh, sonny boy, I'm glad to see that you not Kira, because I could see your lifespan. I could die at peace." This man's dad died not knowing that his son was Kira because he relinquished that Death Note. Because the thing was that if you were a user of the Death Note, a person with Shinigami eyes could not see your lifespan. So his dad died living a lie. Sickening shit. And
Yeah.
his blood is on Light's hands. So this
Yeah.
man joins Doflamingo in the Patricide Club. Now we have come down to our last.
I feel like in anime, that list gets pretty long. Cause wait, isn't Patrick? Well, I guess you have to kill them. I was gonna say, I mean, technically, because of arrogance and saying pride and all that, you can low key throw Gohan in there. But I mean, it's Dragon Ball and Goku came back, but technically he did. Goku's a hillbilly. I was gonna say how do like the records in Japan or in the Dragon Ball verse go with, you know, deaths? Because there's been a lot of people that died. I mean, didn't Tien, Krillin, and all of them die for an extended amount of time? So they would have a record of their death, but then magically the person shows back up like a year later. That no one finds that suspicious?
Major victim. And this one was just peak manipulation. So while Kira's influence was growing stronger in the world, and Light was out here inciting riots to stop Near, he needed the right people to spread his message. So the ex-Kira, Teru Mikami, who was basically Light's right-hand man, that he personally chose after making Misa relinquish her Death Note again and losing all of her memories, decided we need a change of management. So this fat nigga, Demigawa, who is the leader of Kira's kingdom and is the spokesperson for this cult, decided to stream their Sunday service on TV.
Tell me how you feel now.
Doing too much.
So Mikami said, fuck these niggas. So he deletes every single one of these lunatics.
Wait. Why is bro so dramatic though?
Said, fuck these niggas. So he deletes.
Like, why you all, like, they be doing the most, bruh. That's why y'all lost.
Every single one of these lunatics on live TV. Delete. Then he saved Demigawa's fat ass for last. He said, the doors of the church are open, but not for you. So after Mikami disbanded the Church of Kira, he chose a loyal supporter of Kira to be the next spokesperson. And that was Kiyomi Takada, Light's ex-girlfriend back in college. So you see where this is probably gonna go, right? So Light convinced the task force that we should use Shorty to get some more leverage on Kira and find out who that is. But obviously, Light had ulterior motives with her. So one night, he meets up with her. So here go this manipulation Riz.
Right.
How you doing, Shorty? You looking as fine as ever. And he just gave her in the palm of his hand. So he basically told her, look, Shorty, I'm Kira, and I see that my dog has chosen you as my spokesperson. So I'ma make you the goddess of the new world.
It's just so convenient, right?
Ecstatic. She was entrenched in this nigga. And yeah, y'all could probably guess what happened after this. Now they don't show it, but let's be real. Light laid the pipe on her ass.
Yeah.
How good is that shit?
How good is that shit?
Based on some of the faces that he done made in this, it fits. I don't know why, bruh.
So after Light got done getting his freak on and getting Takada to work with him, he had Shorty basically being another Kira. So he made Mikami make a fake notebook and sent the actual names to Takada, bringing her in and making her do some damn killing. And she was just dignitized. She had that Jeffrey Dahmer syndrome when Shorty's was just fiending over that nigga for some odd reason. But
that was weird.
Crazy.
This is weird.
One day,
bunch of
Takada
weirdos
ends up getting ran up on and kidnapped by Mello. So a couple hours passed and Mello started trying to interrogate her. Bro pulled out the gun and said, all right, chop chop. Take off them clothes and start shaking them booty cheeks. I'ma blow your fucking brains out, bitch.
I hope he
she
didn't
starts
act.
stripping. She ends up taking a piece of the Death Note out that she had in her bra. So while Mello's transporting her in the
Smart
back of his
move.
truck, she ends up calling Light and she on the phone saying, oh my God, baby, please help me. This weird nigga came, put me in the back of my truck and told me to shake my booty cheeks. So Light said, baby, calm down. Now, did you do what I told you to do if you ever got in a situation like this? Yeah. And that is what she did because she wrote Mello's name down and killed that nigga. But Light, being a sick and twisted bastard, decided.
And she in the back of the truck. His foot is on the gas. It's up.
Nah, I'ma get as much out of you as I can until your gas tank is empty, bitch. So Light told her on the phone,
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
So he made her call up Mikami and made her tell him, send me as many criminals as you can so I can go on a killing spree. So while she was doing that, Light was just sitting in the car on the way to go pick her up. And in his head, he just said, man, you know what? You should have never went to that frat party without me, bitch. And it was all over for sure.
We saw that coming though.
Unalive herself by burning herself alive and setting everything on fire to get rid of every single piece of evidence. And just like that, that was Light Yagami's final victim. Because the next day on January 28th,
Yes, sir.
this nigga got... Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, with the final confrontation with Near, Light got cooked. This nigga went out so...
But no, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. L would have got him though. L would have got him if divine forces didn't come into play, bro.
so sad, bro. Near read this motherfucker like a book. It was actually fucking hilarious seeing this nigga lose his mind because Mikami utterly failed. So Light tried to pull a fast one, but Masuda just shot bullets in his ass. So for Light to escape, Mikami just unwrapped himself. Nigga committed seppuku, and Light just ran away. But they didn't even bother chasing him. He was done. So Ryuk watching over the whole thing was just like, well, I'll give it to you, Light. You was one entertaining motherfucker. But I need my notebook back.
Yep.
And on January 28th, 2010, anime's most deadliest serial killer dies of a heart attack.
You know, that's very interesting, right? Hold on. Because y'all probably like, Reggie, what you on? What you talking about? Hold up. Just let me cook right quick. Hold on. Okay. See, I thought I was gonna cook with something cool, but nah, because I was gonna say, and a year later, a song titled January 28th by J. Cole dropped. Oh, Jared, nah, it dropped on December 9th, 2014.
Man, how everything comes full fucking circle, doesn't it, buddy?
Yep. The man that gave you all the power took it back.
For our final tally. Now, obviously, keeping kill count in this is literally impossible because there were mad off-screen deaths. And he just wasn't killing criminals, he was killing innocent people too. And also people with just petty crimes. He probably killed your ass if you got a speeding ticket. Because this motherfucker was just evil. I mean, you know.
That's one.
How many families he probably tore apart doing this shit? A lot! Shit, one like equals one prayer for these families, man. But here's what we'll do. If one of y'all can get an actual reasonable number and people actually agree with you, I'll pin the comment and we'll make that our number. But you know what that number gonna be right now? Drum roll, please. A lot. It is what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't lying.
Unfathomable.
Case closed. And that is another installment of Anime's Deadliest Serial Killers. So hope y'all enjoyed and get ready, baby. Because our next trial is going to be the beefiest one we've ever had. Yes, I'm already giving you a warning right now. So until then, I'm out this, huh? Yeah.
So I think he won up Hero. And you're saying that Shredder won up the Light? Yo, to anybody who really know like Ninja Turtle lore, like y'all deep in it, please let me know. Or is it that Shredder is joining the round table? Because right now we've been on this, serial killer train too. So is Shredder, Shredder that has done some very devious Black Air Force type things. But at the same time, I could easily see him catching a lot of bodies, being the leader of the Foot Clan. But we're going to be locked in for that video. Who gave a Crashout a death note? That is the title of this video. Or like YAGAMI, the Crashout who look, I got it, bro. I got it. When y'all saw the video, y'all read the title. Y'all know what I said. But Jesus, bro. Ain't no way that if this happened in the real world, honestly, I think that it wouldn't be, it would be a cult that starts, yeah. But at the same time, it would be like havoc. And I don't know if we have any L's, Nears or Mellos out there, bro. Mello really wasn't that. He was clever, he was smart, but he wasn't Near, bro. And L lost because of divine intervention, which really means Light didn't even actually outsmart him. Let's be real. You just kind of got lucky. That's it. Not fair. Like in a battle of true wits, L's outclassed him every time. I remember when this was coming out, there was a girl in my class who was obsessed with L, bro. And I don't even know what this context is. Y'all might know better than me, but she was talking about like someone named BB or Beyond Birthday, all of that. If y'all know what I'm talking about, please, drop it in the comments, inform your boy. I just remember her talking about that. She loved Death Note. I watched Death Note, and it was cool. Don't get me wrong. It was an amazing anime. But I didn't fall in love with it the way she did, bro. She had a whole cosplay. And, it's nothing wrong with cosplay. But if I'm a cosplay character, it's not going to be L first. L, L's gonna come down the line like far. But CJ, another banger video, bruh. Light is he. We think that Ryuk and his kind, the Shinigami, are demons. No, L or Light was a demon in human form, bruh. And I remember seeing like I don't know if it's a fan fiction or what, but a manga fan fiction of a Light after he died, or after it was an alternate timeline where I think he lived to get old as Kira pretty much, died, and then when he went to the afterlife, instead of going to, heaven or hell, he went to the Shinigami realm. And then pretty much the king of the Shinigami, if y'all know what I'm talking about, then good on y'all. But he pretty much made him suffer through every kill he had ever gotten. And then after that, he like just truly died and disappeared. And it's like, for people to come up with fan fictions after all of that, the fan base was strong. But look, if y'all enjoy this, hit CJ with the goodness, bro. That's like, comment, subscribe, share. Lock it in by hitting the bell. That is the goodness. Hit them with it. And if y'all enjoyed my reaction, please do the same for your boy. This has been your boy, Reggie Wolf. I am signing out. Peace.